we have the game Save the Snowman. So setup wise, swimmers each have their own kickboard with a cone, which is their snowman on top of their kickboard. You have allocated around the outside of the pool space, you have buckets that have snowballs. You can buy massive, like nice big size, extra large white pom-poms, which are great for this to keep in with the theme of winter. If you don't have those, then any type of balls or anything that you can use is absolutely fine as well. The swimmers will go and find a bucket that is full of snowballs, and they're going to try and knock over somebody else's snowman that's on their kickboard. They can only get one ball at a time, so they can't take multiple and then just go and knock over as many as they can in that time. They have to keep going back swimming, picking another one up, and then keep going that way. If they are successful and the cone does fall over from throwing the snowball, then they gain 1 point, and then they can go, like I said, go and get another snowball and go and put somebody else's down. Now, if the swimmer so it's open, and they can't keep hold of their kickboard with their snowman on. So if they are wanting to go off and go and be away from their snowman to go and get some points themselves, then you're going to be going away from your kickboard. So they just need to know which one is theirs. So I would advise giving them certain colours so that they can remember which one is theirs. Now, if they see that their snowman has been knocked down, then they have to then go and put it back up straight away. So if it falls over on their own accord, so if it just falls over, there's a wave of water that knocks it down, then of course there's nothing wrong in it. They just need to put it back up, ready for the game to continue. And the end of the game is at the end of the time you've allocated for it. They collate all the points that they have got, or how many snowmen that they have knocked down as points, and therefore they are the winner. Here are sort of not rules, but let's have a think about certain things. They can only collect a ball at a time, which I have mentioned. They cannot take their kickboards with them to go and get a ball, which I have mentioned. And give them certain cone colours so that they know which one is theirs, which I have mentioned. The swimmers can get more, so you can now add in, if you want to, loads of different variations. Okay, so you can ask them, you can have 2 at a time, 3 at a time, or you can add in now however many balls that they can. You can vary it up. The snowballs that have been thrown and in the water, they can retrieve themselves, and they then are live to use, and that they can collect those and use those as their balls that they are throwing. The snowballs that have been received can be used then to throw and tag a swimmer. That's a good one, isn't it? So you can also then throw the snowball at the tagger that is or the swimmer that's going to try and get their snowman down. They can throw the snowball. If it hits them, then they freeze. And they're going to be treading water and whatnot for X amount of time before they can then be unfrozen to get back into the game again. So that's a really great variation to add as well, and it adds a little bit of dimension, a little bit of enrichment, a little bit longer for the game, and the children really love it. So let's in action. Here you can see that the kickboards and cones are on there. Like I mentioned, if it's really hard for them to remember, especially in the water, it's different if it's on land, to remember which snowman is theirs. So if you have coloured cones, highly recommend give it, or maybe you've got certain coloured kickboards, which probably more likely you've got cones, different coloured. But there's an setup with the balls around the outside. The swimmers have gone off to go and get their first snowball, and they're coming back and they're trying to knock over the person next to him, or whoever they're wanting to go off and knock over. And the game just keeps continuing like that until one's being knocked over, as you can see here, and therefore that swimmer gets a point. And then they go back and go and get another one, and it's a really great game. So let me know how it goes, and have fun doing it. Enjoy! Swim squad membership is going to be starting another cohort in 2025. I only open the doors every quarter. So we're opening this month in December, all of December, ready to start in January. And what a perfect time to start the year off with a big bang, in the sense of loads of information that is already on the membership. We've been going for 4 months already, so you've got 4 months of content to be able to even go through already. Every month there's brand new swim study topics that we talk about, that I go on, and we do a little bit of a workshop or masterclass, if you like. Each month is different. A guest speaker that's relative to that swim topic comes on. I have such amazing news in the fact that my favourite person, one of my most favourite people, Jill Connell, will be joining us next year for a chat about what was used to be called, well, I guess the buzzword's called risky play, but I call it exploratory or adventurous play, and she has her own way of thinking with regards to that, but that's what we're going to talk about. So I just wanted to give you a sneak peek. However, January, I have the amazing Mike Jones, who has recently come out with a book, and he is making an absolute storm in the business world of ensuring that people are happy and feeling happy and thinking for themselves too, knowing that we work such long hours as swimming teachers. So he's going to come on and talk too. But January is going to be all about planning, as well as to how you can make the most out of the time that you have for planning. And then we're going to have 2 amazing ladies that are going to be talking about sensational, sort of sensorial approach to life in general, but we're going to be talking about it swim-wise too. So that is swim study topic. We've got guest speakers. Oh my goodness, we have oodles of themes that are seasonal and doing wintertime themes. There is in February, there is also lots of love going on. And I'm going to be doing a Dr. Seuss theme as well. March is going to be all about springtime and lots of lovely things as well. So the next quarter is going to be really great with regards to the themes. There are so many different songs that I add there, loads of activities in each different theme that I do. There are games in there as well that you can adapt for the younger ones and older ones, depending on the ability. You'll also have, which is separate, is the higher stage games as well, similar to what you're watching now. And it gives you some quick games, but then they make such a massive impact in your lessons because it's fun, but they are learning so much more. You're having such an enriched program when you do these types of games as well. So I would love for you to join. The website is on here for you to go on and check out even more information. There's resources on there that you can print off and use. You have access to every quarter. You have part of the membership is a one-to-one with myself for an hour, where we could talk about whatever you want to talk about with regards to your lessons, to your anything that you would find useful for yourself. I am here for you, so make sure you make the most of that. It's just really lovely to have a community together of like-minded teachers that are able to really lean on each other and give each other a bit of a pick up and a boost, because we know that in this sort of purposeful, playful world, it can be quite tricky, so therefore that's why coming together is going to be really lovely. So I'd love to see you there in January. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in 2025.